Hello, I'm your mother.
Hello, I'm your mother.
Hello, welcome back to Only One Stories. My name is Bonnie, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt and their crazy, whatever it is you call it, advice, life coaching, mom coaching, YouTube channel called Connexions. I'm also part of their Facebook called Moms of Truth. But now that I've admitted that, I'm sure they'll find a way to kick me out. They kick out everybody who has anything to say that doesn't go along with their truth. For those of you who are not as familiar with these two crazy ladies, Ruby Franke is a former family vlogger. She had a really, really popular family vlogging channel on YouTube called 8 Passengers. And all of her family members, you know, her siblings, all have their own YouTube pages, and a lot of drama has been happening recently with Ruby. I go a little bit more in depth on the background of Ruby Franke in another YouTube video, so you can go and check that out. I'll link it below. Ruby's eldest daughter, Sherry, used to be super close with Ruby. So Sherry no longer lives at home. I believe she's in university right now. And she put out a statement on her Instagram stories the other day, basically, you know, actually talking about this situation. And she said, "It's true, I'm not in contact with my immediate family, and I don't support the extreme beliefs of Connexions. But please remember, this is my real family." Allegedly, another person from the Franke's social circles who wants to remain anonymous, they recently said that they confirmed that Sherry has completely distanced herself from Ruby, and Ruby is becoming deeper and deeper entrenched in the Connexions cult. And she and Jodi refer to themselves as Truth with a capital T. Sherry, Chad, and Kevin do not have contact with the 4 youngest children or Ruby. According to this source, there has been talk that Connexions is leading Ruby to be physically violent with the kids, and supposedly CPS has been called to the house multiple times and is investigating. Ruby left them home alone while at her recent Connexions retreat, and they are no longer attending school. And Jodi's car was spotted outside of the Franke home beginning 6 months ago, leaving many to believe that she's living with them and Kevin has moved out. This is allegedly, according to this anonymous source on Reddit, I think. So, you know, I can't confirm that this is true, but if it is true, it's extremely sad. There's all kinds of things out there about how Kevin has left her husband, and Chad, her teenage son, has also left the house, probably with Kevin. There's all kinds of things going on. Her siblings don't talk to her anymore. They don't want to have anything to do with the Ruby or the Connexions beliefs because they're so extreme and out there. And this is who we're taking parenting and mom advice from, life coaching from. She's just not a great example, in my opinion. But I came across this one particular Connexions video that came out the other day, maybe last week, and it's all about mommy memes. And so let's take a look at it together.
Welcome back to Connexions. I'm Ruby Franke.
I'm Jodi Hildebrandt.
Today we're going to be talking about mommy memes.
Okay, I just have to pause it right there. Does this not give you the SNL vibes? You know, the two NPR women?
I'm Margaret Jo McCullen.
And I'm Terry Rialto.
And you're listening to The Delicious Dish on National Public Radio.
Memes. I'm sure many of you have come across some memes on Facebook or on Instagram. I think Pinterest is a big place for memes. And largely we go to those to get relief and to laugh and to make light of some of the challenges of motherhood. I'm sure you have seen many of them and have laughed yourself. We're actually shedding a light on how dangerous and destructive these memes are and give you an angle that you probably haven't considered.
It's a little extreme, but okay.
What these memes are doing is really destroying the sanctity of the calling of mother. Mother is an empowering position, a position that is given to us by our Creator. And to take that and to covertly mock it is going to be dangerous for you and for your child. It really undermines the value that mothers bring to this world.
Yes, yes. And this piece of wanting to be heard and understood,
So
I
we
think a lot of the
can't
reason why
value
people
being a
make
mother
these
if we're
memes is they're
looking
saying,
at a meme?
yep, motherhood is difficult.
It is.
Motherhood is a challenge.
I got 3 kids.
Motherhood is it requires a willingness to sacrifice and physiologically lose sleep and not be able to do what you want.
Okay, I gotta fast forward. This is too boring already.
And objects and says, hey, this isn't appropriate, are deemed a Karen. Now, Karen is a new term for Jodi.
I didn't know what that meant.
That's because she
living under
doesn't
a
have
rock?
bratty high school children who turn around and call their moms Karens when held accountable. But a Karen is a derogatory term used towards
No, it
mothers
isn't. That's
who,
not the definition of a
hold their
Karen.
kids accountable. And really,
No.
it's projecting you're controlling, you're obnoxious, you're ridiculous, you're
That's
rigid,
you.
you're rigid.
Right.
That is
You
what
just
a Karen
described
is.
yourself there, Ruby.
And it is not kind. So if your name is Karen out there, I am
That's not the
so
definition
sorry.
of a Karen.
I mean, how silly that some human, probably
How
was a
silly.
teenager, that decided to mock and denigrate
They
the
hate
title
children.
of a woman, a mother who is doing her job and holding her kids accountable.
That's not what a
So
Karen
we
is.
support you. Not only are they saying this is
Ruby, are you forgetting that you are the definition of a Karen? You literally went into the school's principal's office and told the principal off because they wanted to play a tiny little portion of a TikTok dance. Yeah. Look in the mirror, Ruby.
I am so upset. I am so angry. I could scream. You are introducing them to the world. And you're saying it's okay. You're saying that you support this.
Let's skip forward to the first meme when they finally get to it.
when you just want to sleep, but you are a mom. So how is this victim, Jodi?
Yeah. Well, as you look at that picture, do you see how her eyes are bulging? Her eyes are red and irritated. She looks
She's tired.
disconnected. It's like, I wouldn't want to come into the room and my mother look like this. Like, hello, I'm your mother.
She looks scary.
Yeah, she does.
You're scary.
And many of you will jump into the other side of distortion and say, well, am I supposed to look beautiful and happy and gregarious all the time? I mean, please don't go there. We're not saying do the opposite.
The meme
of
is
this.
literally just
We're
saying
trying to
moms
point
are
out
tired.
that these pictures
I don't
are
see the
giving
problem.
us permission.
You
as
even
women,
admitted
as
yourself that
mothers,
women
to
get
be
tired
a
when they're
victim
mothers.
to our children. That's what we're trying to get you to see.
Yeah, instead, in truth, it would be I was able to get up at 3 a.m. and nurse my baby. It is a privilege and an honor to protect my child.
So if we
and
aren't
to-
grateful every
to
second of
sustain
the
their
day that
needs
we are
while
we get to
being
give
weak.
up our sleep,
Exactly.
then we're
It is a sacred
living in distortion.
obligation to your child that you're willing to get up and have that time with them. You're only going to be nursing them for just a few months out of the course of their years.
Give me a
And so
break.
having that quiet time with them is,
okay.
I mean,
the
Sacred.
second
it really is. I
meme. Okay, here we go.
Another one. Shopping with kids, how it looks versus how it feels.
Wow. Yeah, so how it looks, you've got the mom smiling and the child, and then how it feels is the kid is a bomb ready to go off. I never know what they're going to do, how
Pretty
they're going to respond. Well,
self-explanatory,
guess what?
Jodi.
That is the truth around you, too. You were once one of those little ones in a cart,
I can't with you guys.
and I can't control them, and I resent it. I'm walking on eggshells because they might go off at
Ruby
any
is
moment.
the definition.
And the reality is,
the definition
children are
of somebody
little
who
people
needs to
learning how
control
be grown-up
their children,
people.
needs to control
and
everything
it's your responsibility to
in their
teach
lives.
them
and
how to go to the grocery store. You
they don't
can
see the
teach
irony.
a child how
These
to go
two
to the
just don't get it.
Okay, so here's the next
one.
meme. Feeling guilty about your kids watching too much TV? Just mute it and put the captions on. Boom. Now they're reading.
Okay.
Look at this little kid sitting here on the counter with a bucket of ice cream, and the mom's hiding behind a board. And she's got the kid up equal to her.
Ooh.
Equal position with her. Look who's ruling the household here. And she's going into rationalizing and making a joke.
How dare she
about
make a joke?
holding boundaries with her kids. So here's the mom and victim right here.
Evil.
It shows before kids, having one kid and two kids. I've never seen a meme so accurate for my life as this. So you see the timeline as she has children.
I got 3
Instead of
kids, and
becoming
I'm
more refined, she's becoming a mess.
I relate.
Yeah, she looks. These visual images of she looks like she's ready to die. I mean, her eyes and the pulling down of her face that children
She's
create
tired.
this in you. And there's just no truth in that. This is why our kids don't feel loved. Are these kind of things? Like, I did this to you.
You're telling me that my kid isn't going to feel loved if I look at a meme and laugh at it because I can relate, because kids do frazzle you. It is stressful and tiring having kids and multiple kids. But that laughing at a meme or sharing a meme is going to make my kids feel unloved. But what about you, Ruby? Ruby, are you forgetting how you treated your children? Remember, Ruby is the one who she refused to bring her little kindergarten child, her daughter, their lunch because the school called and said, oh, your daughter forgot her lunch. And she said, well, that was her job to pack her lunch and bring it. If she forgot it, it's her fault. And said she hoped nobody at the school gave her daughter any food to teach her a lesson on responsibility.
I just got a text message from Eve's teacher, and she said that Eve did not pack a lunch today, and can I bring a lunch over to the school? This happens quite often when you're raising children, because I know that her teacher is uncomfortable with her being hungry and not having a lunch, and it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with a lunch. Hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
But looking at a meme is going to tell my kids that they're unloved. How about the fact that you took away Chad's privacy? You took away his bedroom, made him sleep on a beanbag in the family room for months. She sent him to one of those crazy teen wilderness camps for months and months. We don't know why. But she had the most extreme punishments. And so we're not allowed to be honest and say having kids is hard, because that is not showing our kids that we love them. We want to be their mom. That makes no sense to me. Wow. This is only one of the many, many videos that Connexions has up on their YouTube page, but also their Connexions group has even more. And the advice, the feedback, the coaching that Jodi and Ruby give to the people on the Facebook group, Moms of Truth, is usually it's pretty alarming. Once in a while, they'll have something mild that they'll say, but a lot of the times it's really disturbing, especially when they talk about subjects like eating disorders and mental health issues. Yesterday on the Moms of Truth Facebook page, they did an answer to somebody asking about self-care. And they said, if you're going to practice self-care by getting your nails done or binge eating ice cream or watching Netflix or whatever, then you're probably just distracting yourself from reality, and that's living in distortion. So that's not right to do something for yourself for self-care if your motives behind it aren't, to be honest with you, I have no idea what they're talking about. It didn't make any sense to me. And under this post, somebody wrote a comment saying about the allegations, referring to the allegations about Kevin moving out and about Jodi possibly moving in and about all of this stuff that I mentioned before that people are talking about online. And this person said, can we get a little transparency from both of you? Because I'd like you to open up and speak the truth about what's really going on. If you want to build a platform based on honesty and transparency, it starts with the two of you being open and honest with your group members. I don't want to make accusations if there are, and assumptions. I'd rather get the information from Ruby about what she's dealing with. What happened? Are you together? What about the truth and principles of marriage? You're supposed to only divorce if adultery or abuse is involved. And even then it's questionable. This is according to Ruby. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. They chose not to answer that question. I'm surprised. Probably that person's already been kicked out. Anyways, that's it for today. If you would like to follow me on TikTok, I'm very active on there. I'll link it below. And if you have any story suggestions, true crime, or really anything going on, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.
Santa's fun.
Santa's fun. Neat.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun.
Like
Good
Christmas.
times.
Good times.
Neat.